Hello and welcome to Bill's Wargame World. No history videos, only wargaming here. And it's Friday afternoon on vacation, did a ton of yard work. We are now going to play my Guadalcanal game. I went over it in the previous video. Many people said let the video camera run and they can fast forward it. And we're not going to really talk about this game other than we have 2 squads along with a flamethrower, a bazooka, 1 medic, and a lieutenant with his radio operator. There are no Japanese on the table. The scenario is to get to those the supplies. These are left over. Here it is, Guadalcanal. In the jungle somewhere is some military supplies. The Marines have orders to go and destroy them or secure them. Really quickly, we're using a deck of cards. Red cards, red hearts bring out units. Red diamonds activate Japanese units. And black cards activate the Marines. And I have a little sheet printed out. And if you remember from my previous video, I will quickly do this. Alright, an ace brings out a tank, a king and queen is squads. Everything else is pretty much 1 or 2 men, and a sniper and a tree. And rather than me chit-chatting, we're going to start off the game. And rule-wise, I guess I should at least bring that out. We're using the World War II 54mm skirmish rules, using D6s, very simple. I use these at the Williamsburg Muster and many other events. The rules are free on the Nottingham the No Stress Facebook site in the file section. Alright, I'll be moving the camera around, and here we go. Alright, let's flip our first card. And the darn thing is a joker. Wow. Okay, a joker means the Marines have their first order that if they encounter too much resistance, they're supposed to fall back and the game is over. So if I get the other joker, the game is already over. Alright, we have a black 7. So I'm going to activate my first rifle team. And a number activates for 1 activation, so I could move or shoot. If it was a face card, I could actually shoot and move, or move and shoot. So we're going to send our infantry 9 inches forward, and this is our BAR man, and these are all riflemen. Here's our sergeant squad leader, and so our squad has moved. No Japanese encounter. Oh, look at that. Now, this is what comes into play. I have to roll 2d6, and that's going to determine what is where they are. And on our sheet, a number 8 is a rifleman with a knee mortar. I'm going to pause the camera and locate them. Or, you know what? We'll do this first location thing on camera. So, here we go. We're using the Peter dice. We roll a 3. So, from the edge of the table, it goes out 4 feet because I add 1 to it. So, we're in this line here. And you can see that. And we'll roll another Peter dice. We roll the 1. Well, a 1 is simply 1 foot in. So, I'm going to pause the camera here, though. Alright, as you can see, our Japanese knee mortar with 1 rifleman have been placed. And we're going to flip the card. They cannot fire unless we get a diamond. Okay, wow. So we have Japanese riflemen with a knee mortar on the table, and unfortunately, we now rolled a diamond. Now, all my cover is light, and everyone can see things. So our Japanese knee mortar can actually fire, and it has a range of up to the little knee mortar. There it is. All right, I got to pause the camera, measure out the range. All right, this knee mortar needs a 3 through 6, and it misses. And in our super simple system, it just missed. So that's where we're at with the knee mortar. But it did fire. Now we get another activation. And at this range, at 28 inches out, we're going to fire everything. We're going to fire that BAR first at that mortar team. Let's get a closer look. So the BAR to hit needs 5 or 6s. It has 3 shots, and it hit once. And then I have 6 riflemen, and they're firing, and they scored 4 hits. So we got 5 hits out here. And so they've taken 5 hits from our squad. Our Tommy gun is just out of range. So Sergeant Rock couldn't fire. That's a joke to anyone that's old, that has read old comic books, even though Sergeant Rock was only in the European theater. So we have 5 hits, and odd will be the left figure. So the left figure took 3, the right figure took 2. We're going to roll saving throws, 4, 5, or 6s, and they're both dead. So our mortar team fired, and they missed, and then they got riddled by the squad. Wow. Let's get more into the action. Let's see, I'll flip a card, and it's a black 3. Let me pause the camera. All right, well, I had to stop the camera, check in on the wife. We are flipping a card. No, I need to activate a unit. All right, so I came up with that black spade, which is activating a unit. We fired. Let's see, we moved, we fired, we need to activate another unit. And we're going to send this unit up 9 inches. And let me see, let me pause the camera. All right, moving up 9 inches. I had a couple people that said, you know, try to let the camera run and just babble. And one fellow was really funny. He said, you know, if you get really boring, I'm just going to fast forward to the end. So that's sort of what we're doing. All right. And I hope you're enjoying this. My squad moved up. I'm flipping a card. My lieutenant, we have a red 9. Now, a red 9 on my chart is, and it's a heart, it's 2 riflemen. So we have 2 riflemen. So going out, they are 4 feet out, which is 5 feet, 2 feet in. All right. Wow. I'm going to measure that out and put them on the table. I'll pause it here. All right. Well, we have 2 Japanese riflemen on patrol. I guess they've been sent out, and that's where they're at. And our Marines are, I have to do a sighting test. They're at 36, so they'll need a 5 or a 6 to spot them, and vice versa to fire at that long range with my simple system of spotting because of the light jungle cover. It's not a super thick jungle. I have it at light cover. All right, we're going to pause the camera. Well, we pulled up a 9, which is just a black card for the Marines. And they get 1 activation. I'm not going to bring up I'm going to bring up the heavy machine gun team. I'm going to pause the camera. Alright, the heavy machine gun team can move 9 inches. And it can be set back up, but of course it would not be able to fire. And it's got a sergeant and a couple ammo and a support soldier, and they have activated. And I still have a bazooka, a flamethrower, Lieutenant Dan. We have another, we pulled a Black 6. So let's go ahead and activate the flamethrower. And there's our flamethrower team. They've been activated. And our bazooka team is going to go ahead and get activated. So the bazooka team has moved forward. And, oh. Now an ace can activate 3 squads. Or 1 squad and 2 can do 2 activations. But I'm going to go ahead and get the medic up here for 1. I'm going to get Lieutenant Dan up here with the radio operator, because I can call in for fighter support. And I have 1 more activation, and we're going to see if the first squad, we're going to go ahead and move them forward. Alright, I moved this first squad up. I don't know how well you can see them, being that they're camouflage marine green and then they're in camouflage. But it consists of, 1, 2, 3 riflemen, 4 riflemen. There's our BAR man. So we've moved up, and we're going to see if they spot them. And we rolled a 6. So my Marine squad sees our 2 Japanese riflemen out there. I'm going to flip a card. It's a Black 10, so I can activate. And I'm going to have this squad. My objective is to get to the ammo depot. So, I'm going to take out these riflemen with, we're going to fire our BAR, check our range, and let me get a good look there. And our BAR fires 3d6, and it needs 5 or 6s. We're at long range. We got 1 hit, and then my rifles for 6, and we didn't get any hits with the rifle. Our Tommy gun is out of range for my beer and pretzel rules, sort of based on Donald Featherstone. So we let's see, odd or even, odd, and the saving throw. Believe it or not, the light cover, it hit a palm tree, the BAR fire, that whole squad fired, it did nothing to them. Let's flip a card. We got another black card. Probably could move in closer, but we're just going to fire again. And we scored 1 hit with the BAR. And we scored 2 rifle hits. So we got 3 hits this time. Let's find out who they're on. 1 and 2. So the one on the left gets 2 saving throws, and both are saves. However, our 1 Japanese rifleman over here, the left one is dead. Let's flip a card and keep the game going. Well, we got 2. We got a queen, a black queen. So we can activate. We're going to go ahead and move that unit double time. I'll show you how to do that in my rules. Alright, this squad got a face card, so it can do 2 actions. They actually could shoot twice, or move twice, or vice versa. So it can move 18 inches. And off they go. So let's bring our camera up. And our squad actually sees our objective. as they advance. There's our BAR man, our other rifleman. Let me see what you all see. So we are getting close to our objective. So that's where we're at. We're going to flip a card. That cost 2 actions. I double timed. And I almost forgot one rifleman hiding behind a palm tree. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of red cards to come up. And it's not. It is black spade. Now I have to remember that I could run into a Japanese tank or a bunker, and a lot of my heavy weapon stuff is way in the back. Way back here. So I'm going to bring that flamethrower up. And we're going to have the flamethrower move up here 9 inches. Just to be on the safe side. I could have brought them further up, but I don't want to be caught with no heavy weapons to take out that Japanese tank if it shows up. All right, let's flip another card. So far, everything has been pure Marines. And it's Marines again with the King, a face card. Well, we know what our objective is to move and capture these supplies. I'm going to move our camera too. All right, well, you know what? At 18 inches, our squad, BAR man giving cover, and of course we're just moving the figures around. I'm sorry I snapped that ruler. I hope that didn't bother anyone's ears. But here is the abandoned wagon and some supplies, and we are almost at our objective point. So I'm going to flip a card. I'm letting the camera run, and my bazooka team is way back here. So, you know, I'm going to risk that I'm not going to have a Japanese tank show up or run into a bunker at this point. So we are going to do the, we got a black 3. We're going to move this squad up again. And we are securing the ammunition. And we have a choice now of trying to bring it back, 2 men per crate, and burning up the rest. So I think we'll assign 2 figures in our next activation and blow everything else up. Flipping a card. Uh-oh. It's a red 3. And on our chart for red 3, okay, I have to assign where red 3 is. Red 3 is a heavy machine gun in a cave bunker type thing. It's 1 foot in and 5 feet up. So 1 feet in at 5 feet, 5 feet 1 foot. Oh, it actually would be right about where this wagon sits. Well, that's horrible. I have to pause the camera. I'll redo this measurement. Alright, when I do the 1 foot in at the 5 feet point, it actually shows up right about the tail end of this darn wagon. The cart. Which is really funny. So we're going to set up our machine gun, unfortunately, right here, and it says bunker or cave. So let me move our camera around, and so there we have our machine gun team, and it was in a hidden bunker or cave, it says. So rather than me run around and find a cave and all my stuff, we're just going to throw some lichen around. I hope everyone watching this can just say that is a dug-in position hidden by that cart. Now, a diamond will fire that. It appears on a heart, and then if we roll even, it gets to open up, which the Peter dice was rolled, and we rolled a 4. My friend Peter in Colombia gave me those giant Peter dice. So that heavy machine gun actually gets to fire. And I have to get the dice out. And our Japanese heavy machine gun, which is belt fed, it's 6 dice, and it needs a 4, 5, or 6. And I gotta say, all our Marines are in the open. So we got 3 hits, and there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll say he's the 6th one. That'd be about right. And we're going to do saving throws in the open, and that figure is dead. Our BAR man is dead, and our sergeant is dead. Well, that really screws up my plan. I lost half of my squad by hidden Japanese machine gun team. I'm going to move the cart so you can see the machine gun team. I'm going to pause the camera. If I get another diamond or a heart, well, diamond will activate that machine gun again. Okay, I got a face card, a black face card, a king. We're going to, I could charge them, I could throw hand grenades, I could shoot them. I think I'm going to just try to, they're in a cave, which is a really good saving throw. 5 or 6 is the save. I'm going to attempt a couple hand grenades. Measure my range out. Alright. To get a hand grenade into that little bunker thing, I need 5 or 6s. And they both missed. I'm trying, I did 2 hand grenades, we're going to try 3 more. I got a grenade in there. We got 1 grenade in, and it can affect up to 3 figures. And it hit 1 figure, and the grenade exploded. Okay, my grenade exploded, killed 1 figure. I'll randomize it. 1, 2. So this figure is dead. The machine gun is destroyed. So we'll actually take out the machine gun itself. And so we have one of the gunners and the NCO still alive. But the gun got blown up along with the gunner. Basically is what happened, and that took a whole batch of hand grenades to do that. Of course, if they weren't in that bamboo log cavey thing built around that little cart, and they had that trap set for me, which is interesting, the card system actually generated that. We're flipping a card, and it's a red king. Now, a red king is not a Japanese it activates 2 units. So we're going to have the 2 Japanese. One has a pistol, and he hits, and the other one has a pistol, and we have 2 hits, and we'll randomize them. So the second figure, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Saving throws aren't good. So this figure got shot in the head. This figure is fine. The Japanese rifleman, we forgot about him over there. So we have this Japanese rifleman, and we're going to have him fire, and he's under 18, so he actually hits, which isn't good. And our saving throw, yeah, it's the first figure, and our saving throw is not good. This Marine is shot. So my squad is getting just... Now I'm out in the open. My saving throws are really bad because I'm out in this open field, and I need to get out of here. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go flip a card. All right, I got another red face card. We got a red jack, so that means I can activate the rifleman, and he scores a hit. And 1, 2, 3, 4. The second figure here has been hit. Our saving throw is a 6, which is a fail. And I gotta get out of. I'm gonna lose my whole squad. And then the two figures are still in that little bunker, firing their pistols for miss and miss. All right, I need to get out of this field. I'm down to 2 figures in that whole squad. I'm just getting chopped up. The cards are turning against me here. Okay, I got a red diamond 8. So we're going to activate the one lone rifleman that's out there, and he missed with a 2. So it's time to flip another card, and this squad is just... I should not have sent these guys so far out forward, and I'm in the open. So I'm just getting chopped up, and all the Japanese cards are coming up now. Let's see what happens. And, oh, thank God, it is a 2. I get 1 activation, and we are going to, boy, we're going to try to kill those fellas in the bunker, and we threw 1 hand grenade, and the other hand grenade bounces off somewhere, but the other one was effective, and we got 2 6s and a 2, and they are both dead. And so we don't have to worry about this stupid cave thing anymore. And they threw hand grenades. We only have 1 active Japanese figure now, and that's that rifleman. So let's see what happens with my next card flipping. If I can get another black card, I'll bring up my first squad. And if it's a face card, I'll move 9 inches, get closer, and take care of that rifleman. Okay, well, really bad news. I'm going to change the camera angle. We have the Queen came up. Red Queen of Hearts, which is an entire squad of Japanese infantry. Okay, everyone. This could be bad. First of all, we add a 1 to this. So we're at 5 feet out, which is that whole pillbox area, and rifleman is at 4 feet. So we know it's along that riverbank. And then how far in? It's 3 feet in. I'm going to go out and measure that. And odd, it goes 3 feet in from the left side. All right. I have the die set up out there. I'm going to move the camera and set up the figures. It consists of 7 leader, a submachine gun, a flag bearer, a knee mortar, 4 rifles, and they will move 9 inches to the closest enemy once I place them. Okay, as you see, I have my squad here. They got their knee mortar. They're within 12 inches, so that rifleman will join them, and they are going to move 9 inches towards the Marines. I might go ahead and do that, move the camera, and see where we're at. I have to roll and see if they, for the queen, they move, but they will fire on an even, and they will not fire. They're just going to move up. Alright, as you can see, this squad, which is down to 2 figures, has an entire unit coming at them. I don't know if you can see the knee mortar. I kept that back a little bit. And they were unable to fire. They only advanced. But they got these guys in the open. I do have my first squad is coming up. I need a couple black cards or these guys are going to get slaughtered. In the Japanese red deck, there are 2 squads like this, the king and the queen. Alright, I flipped the card. It's black. It's 1 action. And my Marines, they can seek some cover. They're going to have 50% cover here. And you can't even tell where they are, but they're here around the blown up bunker and all the debris, so they have cover, and that's really the best I could do with them. But at least they're not going to get that terrible saving throw number for being in the open. Alright, we're going to flip a card, and well, we have a red 7, which is a heavy machine gun in a bunker. And I'll pause the camera to find out where it's located. Alright, we have a heavy machine gun crew. Consists of the heavy machine gun, a loader, and a leader. And this is the bunker we're using. And I'm going to take a moment just to talk about this. This is the Marks bunker, which is normally a half shell, which you can see the line here. What I did is I took a handkerchief, placed it over it with a compact disc, put the handkerchief over it, and covered it in Elmer's glue. And yeah, it sort of looks maybe more like a curtain than it should. I guess if I glued a lot of lichen around on it, you wouldn't notice it so much. But I never really got to that, and I did make a little cave entrance door or bunker door. So this is our bunker. And that's how I got that half shell Marks bunker to be better. And yes, one day I will glue lichen on the back. Alright, let's find out where the heck this thing is getting set up. I hope someone out there is still watching. We're at 25 minutes. We are at 6 feet out and 2 feet in, and it's from the even side. I'm going to go measure that. And we'll place our bunker. Huh. So this bunker is actually here, roughly. And you have to work a little bit with your terrain with my system. So it's really a little bit more over there. I'll pause the camera. We'll let it go. Hopefully someone's still watching. So I'm grabbing a leader and another heavy machine gun team. I hope someone out there will comment if my new wargaming channel, of me leaving the camera running, is worthwhile or not, or if it's boring people. So we have a Japanese bunker. We're going to move up closer to it. And there's our bunker, all set. And this is a little water pondy thing. I just had to include it next to the to my little stream. Of course, this battlefield isn't museum diorama level, but it's fun in my basement. And we have to see, I don't believe, if they're over 36 inches, we don't even do a test for sighting. Yeah, the bunker doesn't even see anyone. So that Marine unit that just hasn't been activated for a long time because I thought I was going to get the supplies and push the limit with that one unit and get back, wasn't the best idea after all. Alright, let's flip a card. And it's a black 6. I'll pause the camera here. I have to think what I want to do. Alright, my orders were for the Marines to blow up the ammunition or to bring it back. I originally was going to bring it back. We've decided to throw hand grenades, and both hit, and I gotta get the disc. So, and we are going to explode all of this stuff with our activation. I don't know, depending who your game master is, someone might say this is crates of food or ammunition and kill this figure here. They both scored hits. I have to get some smoke. Alright, so we have completed our objective at this point, and we blew up the supplies, the crates of ammunition, and I need to get these two figures back. I have dead Marines, but we'll come back for them. And we have the second Joker. Alright. Well, I just flipped the second Joker. I'll show you that in a moment. I'm going to pause this camera. So, with the second Joker pulled, that stops the game. With the last card, it's quite amazing. I was able to, I thought I was actually going to get away with the crates of ammunition, but that several bad cards on for the Japanese came up, and I really needed to do better on moving my American troops together. I separated one squad way too much, and that was a mistake on my part. And I think what we're going to do is have those two Marines come back. We'll reform everything. I need you to leave a comment. I'll leave the bunker where it's at and the one infantry squad. Rebuild my Marines. Should I play another deck with the same battlefield? And Guadalcanal. Marines were... we lost several figures. Several Marines passed away on this mission. And anyhow, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. It's Pure War Games now. And then I have a new channel, Bill's History World with Goober the Bear. And I am posting just pure history videos on that site. So if you don't like wargaming, you go to that channel. And if you love wargaming but not history stuff so much, going to historic sites, I've done it. I've got 2 channels now. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and last but not least, I guess I should make sure I say thank you to Walt Leach and Kevin and Mike of the Chucklehead Wargaming Group who play Pony Wars. I apologize, I should have done that first. This whole idea came from them. Alright, thank you again. Stay safe.